Down the left-hand side of the screen there, you can see very generic sort of the various stages of a clinical trial, from writing on the protocol and the investigational brochure down to the stats analysis and report. And of course we've got those 5 steps in risk management. So let's try and see on the next slide how we actually marry those together. Once you've got your investigational brochure and your protocol, you can start to identify your root causes for your risks, looking at what's the protocol actually saying. Are you actually going to have to be working with in a geographical area that's got challenges, either geologically or culturally? Are you going to be working with some new technology that potentially might be a cause of some problems? Is this a particularly tight time scale? Is this a on the sort of the main line into getting your drug submission put together, and does this actually have to be finished by a certain date in order to be included in the submission? So those will be the sorts of things that might be your root causes. Now, once you've got yourself to the point that you've got your sites and you've gained your approvals, then that's the point at which you can start to utilize those root causes and start identifying the risks that will be coming from them, analyzing them and planning your responses. And of course, once you've planned your responses, then you'll actually start taking some action. Once you get to the point of recruiting patients, you will obviously be tracking the responses from the risks you've already identified. But it's not too late. You may well have to go back if you find that perhaps your recruitment's going particularly badly. Maybe it would be joyful if your recruitment was going so fast you're thinking, hang on, are we actually going to, can manufacturing keep up with the supply? So when something changes, when there are sort of issues that you become aware of, it's a good point to go back through that identify, analyze, plan piece and see whether there are any new risks that you've now got that you need to start doing something about. And of course, actually, once you've got all your patients recruited, any of your risks that were related to recruitment, of course, are now finished. You can close those. They're done and dusted. Once you get on to collecting and cleaning data, you'll still be controlling those responses to your risks that needed some action. But again, you still might well be going back and going through that loop again. And that will carry right on. You could still be going back and going through the loop again if necessary, just before you finalize your database or when you get to the point of doing your stats analysis.